Have you ever noticed that no matter how hard you try, your morning routine is always chaotic? Maybe you set your alarm earlier, looking for tips to wake up early, but you still wake up tired. Maybe you feel behind, rushed, and defeated before 9 a.m. You've tried the best morning habits, read the books, and watched the videos, but nothing sticks. Here's what nobody tells you. Your mornings don't fail because of your mornings. They fail because you lack a productive evening routine. If that sounds impossible, stay with me, because once there was a man who fixed his entire life by changing just 10 minutes the night before. In a bustling corner of Seattle, where everyone seemed to have their work-life balance figured out, there lived a 29-year-old project manager named James. James was smart and capable, but his mornings were a disaster. His alarm would ring and he'd hit snooze 3 times, a classic sign of a broken sleep schedule. He would drag himself out of bed, realize he had no clean shirts, and rush out the door, skipping breakfast. By the time he arrived at work, he was already exhausted, desperately looking for ways to stop feeling behind. His co-workers seemed to glide through their days. They arrived calm and focused. James asked them, "How do you have such stress-free mornings?" They'd reply, "I have a solid morning routine." So James tried. He set his alarm for 5 a.m. to learn how to wake up early. He planned to meditate and journal, but the first morning he snoozed until 7:30. The next, he woke up but just scrolled on his phone. He felt he lacked self-discipline. His messy apartment and racing mind fueled his nighttime anxiety, trapping him in a loop of stress he couldn't break. One cold November afternoon, James sat across from his manager David in a glass conference room. It was performance review time. James's heart sank as he read, "Meets expectations, not exceeds." David spoke gently. "James, you're talented, but lately you seem scattered. You miss deadlines and look exhausted. You need better time management strategies." James wanted to defend himself, but the truth came out. "I can't get my morning habits right. I wake up behind. I try routines, but I feel like I'm failing at the most basic thing." David smiled warmly. "James, I used to be exactly like you. I tried every productivity hack in existence. Nothing worked until I learned this. You don't win your mornings in the morning. You win them with an evening routine for success." James felt a spark of hope. "What do you mean?" "Come to my office Friday at 5 p.m. I'll show you." That Friday, James arrived at David's office. It was immaculate. In the center of the room sat a stool and a simple kitchen timer. This is the evening reset routine. 10 minutes. It's not complicated, but it's powerful. David set the timer. Minutes 1 through 3, review today. He opened his journal. I write 3 quick wins: closing a deal, finishing a report, and 1 lesson. For example, interrupted focus cost me 2 hours. This tells my brain that today mattered. Minutes 4 through 6, planning for tomorrow. I write down 3 priorities, not 10, not 20, just 3, because your brain can only focus on 3 important things per day anyway. This is essential for daily focus. Minutes 7 through 8, organize your space. David walked to a closet and showed his suit for tomorrow already hanging there. My bag is packed, keys are by the door. I make these decisions now when I'm calm to avoid decision fatigue in the morning. Minutes 9 through 10, close the day. David sat down and closed his eyes. 3 things I'm grateful for, 1 intention for tomorrow. That's it. My workday is over. David looked at James. "Right now, you drag your work stress into your sleep and your tired mind into your morning, but when you close the day properly, you wake up to a fresh start." He handed James a blank daily planner journal. 10 minutes, 8 p.m., every night for 90 days. Just do it. James asked, "What if I forget?" "Set an alarm," David replied. "Call it Tomorrow Starts Tonight." That night, James went home. At 8 p.m., his alarm rang. He opened the journal and set a timer. Minutes 1 through 3, review. He found 3 quick wins. Minutes 4 through 6, create a daily plan. 3 priorities only. Minutes 7 through 8, he laid out his clothes and charged his phone away from the bed. Minutes 9 through 10, gratitude. Done. The next morning, James woke up and didn't panic. His clothes were ready, his plan was clear. He felt strangely calm. By day 7, he had time for coffee before his first meeting. By day 14, a colleague told him, "James, you seem different, more present." On day 18, James had a terrible day. Everything went wrong. At 8 p.m., he didn't want to do his nighttime routine. He wanted to collapse on the couch, but he remembered David's words. That's when you need it most. He forced himself to do the 10 minutes. As he wrote down 3 wins even on that awful day, something shifted. The day felt less catastrophic. Tomorrow felt possible. Day 30. James's alarm rang. He woke up naturally 2 minutes before it, feeling rested. He walked to his kitchen, everything prepared. No anxiety, no scrambling. For the first time, he thought, I'm ready for today. 6 months later, at his next check-in, David slid a paper across the table. Exceeds expectations. James's eyes filled with tears. David smiled. You're a different person, James, not because you changed who you are, but because you changed how to prepare for the day. James had tracked his progress, 82 successful resets in 90 days. His personal productivity soared, his stress plummeted, and his mornings transformed. Soon, 3 people on his team were doing it. The 10-minute ritual became the foundation of his life. My friend, James's story isn't just about work, it's about understanding one truth. How to have a good morning depends entirely on how you close today. Trying to fix your mornings in the morning is like trying to bake a cake after you've already put it in the oven. The preparation happens before. The reset is simple. 10 minutes, 8 p.m. Minutes 1 through 3, review today. 3 wins, 1 lesson. Minutes 4 through 6, plan your day effectively, 3 priorities. Minutes 7 through 8, prepare your environment, clothes, food, space. Minutes 9 through 10, close with gratitude. No complex systems, no expensive tools, just intentional closure. So here's your challenge. Tonight, before bed, spend 10 minutes preparing for tomorrow. Just tonight. See how it feels. If you wake up even 5% calmer, do it again. String together 90 days and you won't recognize your life. You're not broken, you just haven't learned this life-changing habit yet. Tomorrow starts tonight. If this changes how you think about your day, drop a comment committing to your first evening routine for success. And hey, go ahead and smash that like button now. Consider it your first easy win for the night. And unlike your snooze button, hitting it once is actually a good thing.